What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers Podcast. I'm your host, JT. My co-host is my dad.
Let's go, JT. Let's do this.
First, don't forget to like
And subscribe.
Cue the intro music. So the 49ers are going into the Buccaneers Tampa, coming off their bye week, while the Buccaneers are coming off a Monday Night Football game that they lost to the Chiefs overtime. So they have a short week.
Yeah, that gives us a slight rest advantage. We haven't gotten much of those this season, the way the NFL screwed us. But this is one time where we do have a slight advantage. I mean, not slight, a pretty big advantage because we had a whole week off. That was our bye week, and they're playing on a short week. So, but we are playing in Tampa Bay, like you said. So we're not playing at home, so it'll be a little time adjustment for us. That's okay. Yeah, should be a good game. Tampa Bay is looking. They were pretty strong in the beginning, but of course, injuries really decimated their wide receiver core, so that really hurt them. So we should have a pretty good chance this time.
I want to talk about Cade Otton, the Buccaneers tight end. He's been the number one option because Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are injured, so he had to step up, and he's doing really well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I have not been keeping up with the stats, but Cade Otton was a guy that I really liked at the end of last year. You probably don't remember. Most people don't probably, but he really came through. He shined at the end of the season for the Bucs last year, and that kind of had my eye on him, especially on fantasy football. I was going to draft him actually, but there ended up being a lot of other tight ends available, and he didn't have a good start, so I did not pick him up. But now, because of injuries, he is getting the ball a lot more.
Yep. And
So that's a guy that kind of scares you, okay?
yeah, because over the past two games against the Falcons, he had 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. And against the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, he had 77 yards and a touchdown.
Pretty good, and that's against the number one defense, right? That's against the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Well, since you're talking about who you're nervous about on the Bucs, I think Baker Mayfield, if he's on it and he's hot and he's in rhythm, he's a very, very dangerous quarterback to play against. He doesn't mind airing it out. He's got some guts. He's mobile when he needs to be. He has a strong arm too. So that combination of stuff is, for me, probably the scariest thing. But on top of that, though, they took a lot of injuries to the receiving core. So hopefully that will stymie them enough. Injuries are a big thing. So why don't we talk about those injuries, huh?
So the injury report for this week for the Niners is actually good for once.
Hallelujah.
Because Christian McCaffrey is coming back.
I don't believe it. I'm pumped though. I'm gonna wear some CMC gear tomorrow during the game. I've been wearing CMC this week. I'm pumped about that. Finally took him off of IR. Amazing. Oh yeah, you got your CMC stuff on today too.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, that is like the biggest news, biggest move the Niners have done so far this season is to take him off of IR.
And then for the players that are out are Chris Conley, Kevin Givens, Yusha Gross Matos, and Trevor Ward.
Yeah, Ward, we kind of had a clue. Not an injury, of course.
Not
We
the
know.
worst thing because we have Renard Green. I think he's already starting. So it's Yano.
um, Kevin Givens, that kind of hurts a little bit. He's been a rotational
Khalil
defensive
Davis would be
tackle.
a good replacement.
Yeah, the new guy that we just traded for.
He'll make his debut. Too.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll need it. We'll need the depth. That's for sure. All right. So, who's questionable or likely to play?
Nick Bosa.
Really, he's. I thought he was kind of. I mean, I guess he is questionable, but it sounded not so positive from what I heard. Shanahan had said
He's still
he's a little
questionable.
nervous about him. Yeah.
And then John Feliciano, but he hasn't been activated off of IR, so I don't think he's playing.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. They're not activating him. They're not in a rush to activate him. I don't know why. Quality depth on the O line. Well, why not? You know, I don't know who else is active. Uh, Nick Zakel, you can knock him down and bring in Feliciano. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly who's on the active roster right now.
And then Malik Mustafa is also questionable, but it sounds like he's not going to play as well.
Oh man, it's cool to see a young player like that have that type of energy, instincts, to get to the ball carrier, and all that stuff. But hey, okay, injuries happen, so hopefully he'll be back next week, and well, hopefully we got a quality replacement for him. Anyways, anybody else?
Debo Samuel.
Okay, I'm very likely going. I don't think I haven't heard anything very negative about him. He might be nursing a little injury, but I'd imagine he would play.
And you're talking about Malik Mustafa's replacement?
Uh huh.
Well, the Niners signed someone very familiar with the system, Deshaun Gibson.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. He was suspended for some kind of performance enhancing drug or something like that. Um, I've heard some reasons for that, and some of the things, just might be um, a fluke, might be something that he was innocent for, and then it's a misunderstanding too. So I'm not gonna put him in jail for this thing. Um, some players take a substance; it's legal for the time being, and then the NFL changes their mind and puts it on the illegal list, but they're not aware of it, and then they get caught, and then they get suspended. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But anyways, we did sign him once the Jacksonville Jaguars cut him, waived him, which was awesome, and we picked him up in the perfect time because we need a veteran safety would be awesome. I don't know Hufunga. What's up with Hufunga? You think is there any chance he could play, or is it this
No.
is not the game, huh? They were talking about casting his hand so he can play still, but I guess it's not this week yet. So that's not bad. Okay, Gibson.
And besides Chris McCaffrey, there are some players returning from injury, like Juwan Jennings,
Right, they're in Juwan. Let's do this.
Jake Moody.
All right, sure.
Finally have. I'm not sure if he's even that good of a
Some
kicker,
good
to be honest.
touchbacks. We'll get some touchbacks at least.
And was D Winters that last game?
Who?
D Winters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back too.
Oh, that's good. That's good. With Jake Moody, I hope this injury and this break and something will change the way he is, and he'll be like initiated into football, into NFL football with his injury and everything, and maybe he'll kick better. I'm just hoping he'll be more accurate, more consistent. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's all for the injury report.
Okay. Okay. Um. So yeah, it is an interesting matchup. The Tampa Bay Bucks don't have a great defense. I think their defense is one on the lower side, right? From what I've heard, their offense is pretty high powered. So looking at that, we're looking at like the league rankings of the Bucks and the Niners. Uh, the Bucks are fifth in points scored per game at 28.8, and the Niners are at seventh at 26.3. On the defensive side, um, the Bucks have allowed 27 points per game, which is 28th. See, almost at the bottom.
That's a
And
lot.
we're in the middle at 22.8 points. That falls at 16th in the NFL. Um, like I said, their offense is good. They're fifth in the league in yards per game, while we're second. So, two high-powered offenses. Our defense is middle of the road, and against their kind of bottom of the road, bottom of the barrel type of defense. So, um, that's good for us. Um, let me see.
Third down efficiency, they're
Mm-hmm.
second.
Yeah, their offense is clicking. I don't know if this is still a little bit of stuff that's kind of like carried over from when Mike Evans and Godwin were still there. I wonder how it's been in the last 2-3 weeks since those injuries happened.
I mean,
Are
they're
they
on
as
a
good?
3-game losing streak,
Oh, okay.
but it was against really good teams like the Chiefs, Ravens, and Falcons.
Okay, Falcons. Yeah, not bad. Uh, the Ravens are hot, and the Chiefs, of course. So, I mean, I got to say, I watched that game against Chiefs, and the Bucks were close. They had them. They're going against the number one defense, the Chiefs, and they took them down to the wire into overtime and everything. So, that offense ain't no joke. We gotta play our best defense and not let Baker get hot. Their running game is like a three-headed monster, right? Who was it? Rashad White
Yeah, and Son Tucker.
and Bucky Irving. So who knows who's going to get hot? Maybe who's going to get the ball? I think White is more of a pass catcher. But so who do you think can show up? Okay, besides CMC.
Well, CMC's gonna be on a snap count probably. I don't think anyone's talking about that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. But who's the number two? How is Jordan? I guess Jordan Mason is
Yeah,
a-okay, huh? So he is the number two back.
and if Guerrero gets hurt, or sorry, if Mason gets hurt, then we have Guerrero.
Yeah, and Patrick Taylor was waived. That's going down the list, right?
Wait,
The depth
who's
chart.
gonna be the other kick returner then? Pearsall?
Oh, hey, that's interesting. I like that. I like you brought that up. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Oh man, Pearsall doing kickoff returns.
I feel it could
That'd
be
be
Debo,
interesting.
but like him injured, probably not gonna do that yet.
Yeah, Debo's, he's nicked up, so I don't think they would do that. Maybe in the playoffs, postseason, or something like that, they might do that. But I don't think you want to risk Debo just for a kick return. Pearsall, from what I heard, was really good, looking really good in training camp. So maybe this is something he can take up. I mean, he's the number 3 receiver right now, so that's a perfect depth for a player to do special teams. You're not one of the top two. You're not one of the starting receivers. You're a backup in a way, slot receiver maybe. So, or yeah, that'd be interesting. Would love to see what happens there. CMC, he's going to be hopefully, like you said, pitch count maybe. Yeah, I wonder if he still has the moves. If he's going to be just as electric as he was last year. Oh man.
Yeah, I
um.
think Yushak can also be returner, or like as block, not a return, but like he's gonna be there for blocking. We've done that before.
Oh, okay. Be the other person. So hopefully it goes to the other person, and then use check helps and blocks. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. How about on defense? Who do you think can show up? I think you talk about Kate Otten being the scariest guy, one of the scariest guys on offense for the Bucks. Who's going to be able to go against him and shut him down?
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
Yeah.
That's maybe the best coverage linebacker in the NFL. Let's hope he can do just that and shut down Kate Otten. I heard that Sterling Shepard might be out. He hasn't practiced from what I heard. That's the third receiver. And then I heard McMillan also has a hamstring injury. He may not play too.
Yeah, McMillan's questionable.
Questionable doesn't mean a whole lot anymore nowadays. There's no probable, which is kind of a. I don't like that. I like probable, questionable, doubtful. I like that. They don't do that anymore. Everybody's questionable.
But Sterling Shepard was limited in practice, but doesn't say he was out or if he's questionable or not. So I think he's gonna play.
Yeah, could be. Could be a game time decision, but they're already down to the third and fourth receivers. And if those are out, they're down to their fifth and sixth receivers, maybe trying to play. We should take advantage of that. You know, the Niners coming off of a bye. We should be fresh. We should dominate this hurt team. Although we did lose to some of the other teams that lost their top receivers, like the Rams and the Chiefs. But that was back then. Hopefully, this bye week we will get things going again, like we have been. Hope, yes.
Anything else? Oh, Nick Bosa was fined money for his MAGA hat. $11,255.
Well, I read that he said it was worth it. If that helped Trump win, then it was worth no problem.
Oh, Trump won by a lot already.
Yeah.
I don't think it helped a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's hope Bosa does play and he keeps the MAGA hat at home and just picks up some sacks. Oh, Baker.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I didn't see this, but John Feliciano was downgraded to out.
Oh, man. Well, but he's not even. He's still on IR though. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Maybe next week.
It's fine.
He should be back soon.
Put him at center. Replace Shea Brendel. John Feliciano was so much better than Brendel.
All right. So, do you think it's going to be a high-scoring game, JT, or low, or defensive, or it's going to be a blowout, or what? Huh? What you think?
Hot take, but Christian McCaffrey's coming back. So many players are coming back. That's gonna fire the team, I think, and it'll be a blowout. It will lead by a comfortable amount.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I hope the problems with the red zone offense is fixed with CMC. I hate that we need CMC just to score in the red zone. We should be able to do it without him too.
With Kittle.
Yeah. So I hate that we need the best just to score. But it's great that he's back. And I hope that it solves most of our woes in the red zone. I'm looking for the Niners to score over 30 points. And I hope that's what happens. High scoring event for us.
I think 31-17.
30. I was going to do 34-17.
Oh.
All right. Cool. Let's make it happen, huh?
Well, that wraps up for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.